The choice is yours. Walk through that door. Welcome in, Creator. Welcome into you. I am grateful for the moments that have carried me on through. So I just wanted to share there was this one amazing thing over the last 4 or 5 years that has been a wild freaking journey and the best freaking ride. So there is this amazing thing called neuroplasticity healing, and it is literally the releasing and maintaining that release of PTSD, depression, anxiety, and all of those wonderful terminologies that we get grouped into. So 4 years ago, I took this amazing journey with myself and others, and I'm just graciously grateful for all of those individuals who were able to really open my mind and break me away from my dogmatic views, from my childhood, things that were ingrained into me when I was a youngin', and the things that really kept me bound to those dogmatic views. So 4 years ago, literally, when you're going through um, releasing and healing of the brain matter, changing the 5D thought. So it's really imperative that we keep one's path onto oneself. When we state the 5D, 4D, 3D realms, this isn't to exaggerate anything. This is the thought, the mind, and the 3D body. That's what that is. And the 3D creation that we get to operate in this existence. Whereas when I was a child, religion, Catholicism, different diversities of religion kept me bound to the notion that anything of chakras, energy healing, yoga, 5D, 4D, 3D, tarot reading, anything of those things I just mentioned were of evil, and it is and God is outside of oneself, and that when we leave this meat vessel, that's when we get to heaven or hell, when the realization that Yeshua came here, the Messiah came here, all the prophets beforehand came here to show us that God resides inside, and we can choose to resurrect ourselves every single day to the highest, best version of ourselves, or we can choose to succumb to our hell realm, our heal realm, our 3D dimensional self, where we work, eat, sleep, shit, repeat for the man, instead of knowing that you can claim your energy back, your inner chi, stop working for the corporations, the corpse for rations, and build your life. This is all about removing the expansion or fear in everything that I just said, and realizing that we're getting back to the bare basics of kindness, of kinship. And this is the heaven that we get to experience, because the thought, the 5D matter in chakras, in Reiki, in energy work, in pranayama, that would be the crown chakra. And it's 1,000 petals, like it's a lotus flower with 1,000 petals. Because the thing is, the mind is that of a monkey. You can have 1,000 thoughts that are either going to kill you or they're either going to elevate you. And you can choose your own thoughts. Free will. God gave us the free will to choose. We have free will every single day to choose the thought in our head that goes around 1,000 times, or you can choose the silence and allow the calm gratitude to show the way. The synchronicities of this life are there, and it is in most simplest forms. And when we take the time to no longer keep oneself bound to the old version of ourselves. By killing off ourselves, we remove the person that we once were. Myself, I was deceitful. I was a coward. I lied. I had no fortitude because no self-respect actually resided within me. I had gotten nothing out of this life besides misery because that was my thought process. That was what I was taught. It was always the woe is me, and I was always complaining. So I figured I'm going to try something different. Instead of medication, instead of the band-aids, instead of the same old that we've been doing for the last how many years, over 100, which is ridiculous. Just because we've done something wrong for 400 years doesn't mean it's right. So I couldn't argue with myself anymore. It didn't matter because I was following the creator within inside me. I was following my light, and God had control of my life. I had no choice to choose to either be the continuous bitter pill, or I could suck it up and really start loving myself. So I taught myself how to speak to myself every day with gratitude, overcoming the diabolical banter that I had of hate. Every day I woke up to hate. Every day I woke up to, again, instead of like, I'm so grateful for this breath. I'm so grateful for my sight, my hearing. People don't have that. When I broke my spine, it changed everything. So now I had to speak every single day so beautiful. So I could not have any intrusive thoughts. Every day I taught myself how to speak and overcome the constant diabolical banter that affected my whole life. And I found out through this, I was actually giving myself neuroplasticity healing. And I became very graceful, very filled with gratitude. Every single day, I was slowly becoming so serene and so powerful. I also found this one man, Robin Sharma. Robin Sharma is the foremost authoritative speaking on neuroplasticity healing. And the whole thing is, I am, as well as you can be too, the living embodiment of these teachings, of his teachings. And where you can see this now each and every day, through gratitude and grace and dignity in the most kindest form, with patience, we can develop our own charisma that carries through with confidence. And that is literally the description of what Robin Sharma teaches. He teaches this to professionals and beginners. Neuroplasticity is the reward system within your brain where your interactions, especially with other human beings, heals you. So people who suffer from PTSD and trauma and all of that can actually heal themselves by being meticulously polite, kind, and so loving to yourself. No longer speak words of detriment or of belittlement to yourself. Speak ever so kindly so that your mind and every cell in your body operates to heal you, intensify you, and strengthen you to give you everything that you truly want in this life. We are fully capable of this. And adding in the teachings, the Hawaiian teachings of Ho'oponopono, will graciously get you even further. Ho'oponopono goes for 4 different teachings, and there was a man who tested it on prison inmates. Get into it. Do your research. One love. Take care of you. This is your universe. You got this. One love. Bye for now.